Hey guys, what's up? Fully did not intend on filming anything today. I'm honestly have a migraine that I've been fighting all day, and I'm not in the greatest of moods because all I've heard about for the last couple of days is people fighting over gas. I live on the East Coast. People are fighting over gas, like getting in fist fights at gas stations. Addicts are still dying of overdoses. It's Mental Health Awareness Week. Um, People are dying in prisons because they're being murdered. And the world just keeps spinning on and on. And, sometimes because of my mental health and because of what I do, uh, you know, it just gets real fucking heavy. So, normally when it gets real heavy, I just have to take a day. And I don't, I stay in bed or sorry, I read books all day or I sit around and watch YouTube videos or, whatever. I do something that I consider fun. And today I've been trying to figure out what is fucking up the sound on my videos because it aggravates me because I know that I really want everything that I have in here and in here to get out to as many people as possible. But I also know how people are. And I know that if I'm putting out crappy videos, as far as my sound is, my picture is, etc., that they're not going to get views. They're not going to get shared. It's not going to get out there to people. So, it's as soon as I wake up, I'm like, what can I do today? What can I teach myself today to make this better? And normally on days when I'm not filming and I'm not doing all the other stuff that is in my life, like normal crap, like mowing the yard, washing the dishes, whatever. Uh, that's what I'm trying to do, is just make stuff better and work on my recovery, because that is a daily thing that I have to do. It's not something that I can forget about. It's a constant thing that I have to work on. And, uh, today's fucking hard. Today is hard because as somebody that is in recovery, like, I've seen the best and the worst of people. I've seen people that you would think would just walk right past you and not do anything to help you, do the greatest things in the world to help you. And I've met some of the best people I know within the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous. Some of the best people in my life right now, ever, are addicts in recovery. Some of my favorite people to talk to are addicts, whether they're in fucking recovery or not. And I was, so the video that I put up last when I was talking about the ripples of addiction, and I'll put up a second part of that, but that's not what today's video is about. Um, I talked about a little bit about how, as people that suffer from the disease of addiction, we don't need your shame and your guilt and your judgment and stuff like that. And I talked about how we always have to deal with that. And that's a constant that we have to deal with. And it sucks and it pisses me off. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this YouTube channel, it's one of the reasons why I'm constantly trying to make it better. So it will get out there and it will get the word out there because, I just want to make a change. Because I am an addict. Like I always say, I'm going to be an addict until the day that I die. It's by the grace of my God that I'm an addict in recovery right now. But I know what it feels like to have that stigma against me. I know what it feels like to have the stigma of being a felon against me. And that's not counting all the other stuff, that the world deems inappropriate about me. That's not counting all that. So today, on top of the fact that there are people, um, panic buying gas because a pipeline got shut down, even though 2020 did show us that pretty much everybody in the world except service workers and essential workers can work from home. We have people out there that are, getting in fistfights at the gas station, not taking into consideration that there might be somebody sitting behind you in line at the gas station that has a sick baby in the car that needs to get their baby to the doctor, or somebody that really needs to get to a job interview because their family depends on it. Because people don't take that shit into consideration. People also don't take it into consideration that, not everybody has a crap load of money in their bank account. And I know that there are plenty of times when I only have like 10 or 20 bucks to put in my gas tank, and that has to last me for 1 or 2 weeks. So, jackass, if you're in front of me and you empty out the tank when we're in the middle of, going through this, like we're going through with the pipeline, and you fill up all your vehicles and all the containers that you bring from your house, and you're the last person to get gas, and I can't get my baby to the doctor, or I can't get my car to the job interview that was my last chance, or I can't get to my shift at the hospital and I'm a nurse, or, you know, like, I just, I'm just so tired of it, y'all. I'm just so tired. Like, how did we get to this point that we're so shitty as a human race? So that was first thing this morning, and I didn't come on here to like complain about that. If you want to watch me rant and rave about that, go look me up on Instagram because I lost my shit on Instagram about that. So, first thing this morning, I'm getting calls from people that I love in my life saying that our local gas stations are out of gas. We don't have any gas. My boyfriend is a trucker. One of those people that y'all count on, whether you realize it or not. Without people like my boyfriend, you're not gonna have all that shit that you fucking like. But anyway, he calls and he's like, God, honey, people are acting crazy. They're acting crazy at the gas station, and like I saw people getting in a fight this morning, and I'm like, because not only do I worry about my boyfriend every single day out there driving the interstate because, people are idiots and they'd rather be updating their Facebook status or posting selfies on fucking Snapchat than watching the road. Now, like, that's added worry. And yeah, I'm a worrywart. I worry probably more than I have to about the people that I love. But it is what it is. So, now I gotta worry about, like, Keith stopping to get diesel fuel or something in his truck and getting wrapped up in some idiot getting in a fight over gas because he couldn't fill up his 50th vehicle for the day or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back there and I'm gonna try to figure out this sound thing. And I can't I can't figure it out. And then I just lay down because my head is hurting. And it stresses me out. Stresses me out that my head is hurting. So I just go and lay down. And then my phone just starts blowing up. My phone is blowing up because I have it set, you know, I have it set to go off when certain people post on Instagram. I have it set, when certain things happen. So it will wake me up because I do suffer from migraines. Because I was a drug addict for 14 years, because it's hereditary, genetic, and I did a lot of damage to my brain. So sometimes when I get a migraine, I just have to lay down. I don't have a choice. No matter how much I want to work, or what I want to get done, or anything, sometimes I just have to lay down. So I'm laying down, and my phone is going off, and crying does not help migraines, by the way. And if I knew how to edit, I would so cut this part out of my video. But I don't. So, you get to see it. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, Dad. Because I know you're watching. Anyway. So I pick up my phone and I'm like, what is going on? What else could it be? I wonder if I'm going to ever make a video and put it on YouTube where I don't have to wipe my fucking nose. Probably not. Maybe, like a year from now when I make YouTube videos. I won't cry and I will figure out my sound and I won't wipe my nose. Goals, y'all. Everybody got to have goals. So, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you already know why I'm so upset. There was a inmate that was killed, and I looked because there's like a little gnat or something flying around. I don't want y'all to think I'm like crazy. There was an inmate killed in New York State Department of Corrections custody. He was jumped by other inmates, and for some reason, New York State thought that his health and his medical care was not a priority. I could tell you what that reason was. It's because he was an addict. And he was severely injured. And he should have received proper care. However, he didn't. He was told the standard line, which you are told when you are an inmate, whether it's in jail or prison. He was told to take some Tylenol and to go back to his cell. And he died. And just to answer questions that you might have right off, I don't know him personally. I don't have to know him personally to be upset about this. Um, because to me, um, that's murder. I don't care why you're in prison. You don't deserve to be murdered. Now if you do some shady shit, I said this in my Instagram story, and I'm gonna say it again because I know some wise ass is gonna try to get it twisted. If you do some shady shit and you can't keep your hands off of kids, you know, you have a problem understanding the word no when it comes to women or men for that matter. Stuff like that. Does your ass deserve to be in prison? Yeah. If you have a problem with addiction, do you deserve to be in prison? No. And there is a lot more to this young man's story. His name is Michael. Jessica Kent and Jen Cutting both know him. They know his family, and they are traumatized yet again um, by the prison system. He was 31 years old, and he's no longer here. Um, there's no excuse for it. From what I understand, this young man was out. He did get released before this happened, obviously. He did get released and was out on probation or parole. Forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. I've never been to jail or to prison. Oh, well, let me rephrase that. I've never been to prison. uh, so sometimes I do get the terminology wrong. And when they released him from jail, you know, he had to report into a probation or a parole officer. And as you all know, there are stipulations to that. And one of them is that you're not allowed to be around people that are using drugs. And so when he reported to the house that he was supposed to be at, he did the right fucking thing. And he called his PO and said, you know, look, the house that I thought that I would be safe at when I got out of jail, when I got out of prison, they're using drugs here. And because he would not snitch on who was using drugs there, and because he reached out to his PO for help, they violated his parole and they locked him back up. And now he is dead. And that is the stigma of addiction right there. So I am going to do my fucking best to link Jessica and Jennifer's channels in my description box because they are both going to put up videos. His family is in desperate need of help and support right now. The prison is refusing to release this young man's body to his family so that they can get an independent autopsy done and to get some answers. Things like that are very expensive. So Jessica and Jen are both working on ways that they can help this family. So I'm going to try to link both of them in the description box below. If not, please just go and look them up. You know, because we all know that I'm not the greatest at this YouTube thing yet. I will try my best. You can also look them up on any other social media platform that there is, and they will keep you updated. They're on YouTube. They're both on TikTok. They're both on Instagram. There's just no reason for it, y'all. There's no reason for this at all. And it's time that we all started speaking up. about stuff like this because we cannot arrest our way out of this problem. And this story is more common than what you would think. Um, and not just, I'm not saying that the murder is more common than you would think. I'm saying um, the addiction, the jail, the continuous circle, and the way that addicts are treated. Um, it's constant. Um, so, uh, that's all that I'm going to say about that right now. I'm sorry for the crappy lighting. Like I said, I got a headache. I just wanted to come on, and for the 15 subscribers that I have, um, you know, every bit of awareness helps. So I'm just doing what I can to help spread the word and send as many people to Jessica and Jen as I can. And let's all pull together and do what we can to support each other. I'll see you guys on the next one.